Everybody do their Mark Wahlberg impression starting with Ray. Go ahead.
Okay. If I was on that flight, I would have snapped
He's
those
not
Chinese
even
people.
in this movie.
That's pretty good.
He's not
Snap
even in
those
this
Chinese
movie.
people.
Go ahead.
He's not even in this movie.
That's a bad impression.
That's a
Go
bad
ahead.
impression.
Try it
That's
out.
a bad impression.
Why are we ending on Mark Wahlberg?
Stop.
Because he's Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. You win that one.
Dude, what the fuck?
Do you want to try for real, or do you want to keep complaining?
No, I'm gonna. This has nothing
wanna
to
keep
do with the
complaining,
movie.
or
It has
wanna try
nothing
for
to do
real?
with the movie.
There's nothing to do with the
know.
movie. I
Yeah,
feel like
so
you
what?
of all people would be like, yeah, you're right.
I don't know
we
why
can
he's
do that.
allowing us to do this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen to
I
me.
think
I
he
gotta
is
let
the
you guys
thing.
like get it
Yeah,
out.
I think he's the
I
thing.
think he's an imposter.
Yeah.
I'm
right.
fucking Mark Wahlberg.
What the fuck?
Yeah, fuck.
Is that your dad
Yeah,
doing an
fuck.
impression of Mark
Yeah,
Wahlberg?
the
All right, Sean. Now plug the hamburger shop. Plug the Wahlburgers.
And come to Wahlburgers. We've got the best burgers.
Which Wahlberg is that? Is that Mark?
That would be Sir Marky Mark. And the Funky Bunch.
Shout out to Cork, Ireland for that impression.
Nice.
Swallow this.
Welcome back to Reasonably Afraid. It's a special guest episode today. We're talking about The Thing with our buddy Chad Maxwell. Everybody give it up for Chad Maxwell.
Yeah.
Give it up for Chad. Yay.
Give it up for Chad
Give it up
Maxwell.
for Chad. Yay. We have friends off camera.
We have the
Yay.
studio audience.
Yay.
So if you
Yeah.
hear voices from the background, it's the studio audience.
Yeah, studio apartment audience.
Studio apartment
Yeah.
audience.
Turner.
This is 3-bedroom, okay? Don't
Never
make me
hired.
more poor than what I am.
Joke doesn't work as well. Imagine all four of you guys live in a studio apartment. You just have screens. Like,
There's no bed. There's just a podcast
hey, you know,
studio.
it'd be
that we
very
do for
similar
no
to
money.
how they lived in Outpost 31
Oh, yeah.
for the thing. Yeah.
Mm.
As
Yeah.
always, is my two co-hosts. We got Rey Reyes
Yo, what up?
and Sean Dolan
Hello.
with our producer Turner.
Hello.
Turner, is there anything you want to address with the audience after last week's, what should we call that, incident?
What do you do?
He kept fucking with the cameras.
Oh, yeah. That's like
had-
every week's incident, though.
He did it like 5 times last week.
Really?
Yell
Oh,
at him.
yeah.
And then
I might
Ray-
have to cut a lot of that out.
Ray's like, it's funny. Let's leave it in. I don't feel like working anymore.
Dude, if I could just throw this on an AI, slap the fucking intro and outro, I'm good. My day is done.
Turner's
Yeah.
like Gimli, like correcting Legolas's aim. Like, hey, yeah, let me fix that for you. Yeah.
Well, today we're going to be talking with our buddy Chad about the movie The Thing. As always, when we have a guest episode or any kind of special episodes, we usually only do one movie. That way we have time to talk with friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, today we're talking about The Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what
And-
thing?
You know, that thing.
That thing.
We're talking about That Thing
Movie.
You Do with Tom Hanks. It's a great movie. You've never seen it.
Is this scary?
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I thought we were
Great.
supposed to watch the movies before we do this.
No, we're gonna. This is actually the podcast. Is we're gonna watch a Tom Hanks
Yeah.
movie.
Wait, no,
God.
but
In
what,
silence, no
wait.
talking.
All jokes aside, though, what movie are we watching?
The thing.
So-
Dude, if
What
I could.
movie?
Yeah, that's the thing.
All right, Chad.
Yeah.
So why this movie?
Well, this movie is near and dear to my heart because during the pandemic we played a lot of Among Us.
Mm.
Nah, I'm just kidding. We actually after college I used to work at a board game store, and a buddy of mine who like later joined the Air Force, he was super into like John Carpenter and The Thing, and he showed me and my friends this board game that's literally just based off the movie. It's called Outpost 31. It's really fun, really
Ooh.
great. But I got very interested in it, and he showed me the movie, and I absolutely loved it. Especially just the ending. And we ended up turning it into like a cabin trip game that we would do in real life.
Dude, that was so fun.
So it's just I just love the premise, and I feel like it's such a it created kind of like it has such a stranglehold on just like the culture in a weird way, where like there are games based off it, and it's like it's inspired like so many like other kinds of types of like media, like there's a stories, games, all that. I just think it's really cool.
I'd say it's as big as Person and Place. Like
what?
I'd say it's like top 3 with those two.
Yeah.
Person, place, thing, but now it's thing, person, place. Yeah,
place is for sure third place.
Nice, dude.
It's nice to have you back, Sean.
It's good to be
the
back.
last couple episodes, Sean was barely hanging on. He's been a tired boy, but here he is. All he needed was a little ingestion of Chad.
Yeah.
Not ingestion.
We got a full
injection.
episode to go. Don't you worry. I might tune out. No.
Your boy can go.
Sean. Last episode, Sean was all shades.
Yeah.
Oh
He wore shades the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that's right. You were being.
So you don't know when he's sleeping.
He was being a cool guy. That's what.
Yeah.
He wasn't tired and out of it with that one.
Yeah, that was just my cool guy episode.
Yeah, that was different.
Do you know there's an app? It's called iCoaster.
Oh, and then you use your phone as a coaster?
Yeah, I don't have it downloaded, so don't use my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't use my phone
cool.
because it's the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, way to let them know that, we can't afford cameras.
Yeah, we're filming it like
I don't think anybody watched this
grade.
and went, look at all those black magic cameras.
Yeah. I hope they did, though.
Yeah, we use the Black Magic app for iPhone.
Yeah,
That's
that's how
correct.
we're... we have one Black Magic camera, but that's because we have a rich friend.
Yeah, that's not on this podcast.
Yeah.
Because none of us on this podcast are rich.
Yeah.
Except for Turner.
Yeah.
But eventually, we're going to put rich people on the podcast.
We're rich in our hearts.
That's for later.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't you say I have to like explain the movie?
Well, before we do, I
Do
want
like
to
a
say
general synopsis.
we are rich. We are
Synopsis?
Synopsis.
You can't stop
I
My
can't
synapses
stop
are
I
myself.
firing
correct him
up.
every time, and he knows.
There are
Yeah, I
some
feel
words
bad.
that like I legitimately like.
No, it's
I don't
okay.
want to talk anymore, dude.
Why not? You plow through every other
we're
time.
not going to
Yeah.
be like, oh, actually, I completely misunderstood what you were saying.
No,
'cause
Sean does that
the
to me all
word
the
you're
time.
thinking of was synopsis, which confused me that you said synapses, because that's the thing in the brain.
That was a perfect Sean impression.
Yeah, that was a perfect Sean
pretty
impression.
good.
Sean does that to me all the time.
That was I didn't even know that was a me impersonation.
I'm pretty good at doing
What
Sean
the hell?
impression.
I said reset instead of restart, and Sean had a heart attack last night.
That's different. That's not him mispronouncing. I don't care about that. It's
Hey,
when
that
he
one's
just-
actually like a good, like, you could
They're
use those
interchangeable.
interchangeable,
That's
yeah.
what I said.
He said
interchangeably.
He said to
Christ.
reset your phone. What does that mean to you?
Oh, reset your phone?
Yeah. That
I don't know.
means
On
hack-
a, no,
that
on a
means- Turn it on and
set,
off.
on a set, you do a reset. It's like production talk. It's fine.
Yeah, reset.
No.
Can we not? With
No.
this fucking-
And I hear you,
Right.
Zach. I hear you, but this is more important.
He
than
thought
whatever
I
you
meant
were
a
gonna talk about.
factory reset. He was like, "I'm not going to do a factory reset."
Now,
on
if
my
you
phone." I'm
accidentally
like,
said factory reset instead of restart, then yeah, you're probably wrong.
But he
yeah,
did. He
but
said.
I don't
but
think
no,
you
I
did.
just said reset. I
He
just
said
said reset your phone.
That's different.
I don't think you've ever misspoke like that.
Go ahead
ever.
and roll the clip.
Where
No,
you say,
I've never-
Oh, yeah. You want
Look
to
at
go
that.
ahead factory reset? Just real quick.
That's
That
more
was
words.
real.
Just
It was
factory
real
reset
life,
real quick.
Sean. It
Yeah.
didn't happen in an episode.
I'm a lazy person.
Go
The
ahead and
only
roll that.
misspeak
why
I do
why
is
would he
using
add
less
more
words.
Yeah.
All right. Holy shit. Okay.
It's so
So-
stupid.
So we're gonna do the fucking point of this now.
I feel like one of us is the thing, because one of us is like actively sabotaging this episode.
Yeah. And one of us is a
Yeah.
person.
No,
Well,
no.
it's usually.
Hey, who the hell's the place? Where are you? Where are you?
It's been around us the whole
Hey,
time.
let me introduce you. Let me introduce you to something else. Have you heard that a noun is not
Yeah.
only a person, place, or a thing? It's
Yeah.
also an idea.
Oh,
So
yeah.
don't forget that.
Look at that.
That's
Yeah.
so. That's
Oh,
wild.
yeah.
All right.
So Chad's definitely the idea.
So you're all the thing. You're all the Thing. I'm Kurt Russell.
You're just trying to escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, different movie, but
Okay.
yeah, it's not really a horror movie.
No, but
Escape from New York.
it's-
I
but
mean,
it's
that
got-
could be a horror movie.
yeah, it's got
Yeah,
horror vibes
yeah.
to it. Yeah, it's got horror vibes to it without the horror.
If you hate New York and have like a horrible upbringing in New York City, yeah, it could be a horror movie.
All right, so
I
Chad,
feel like you just described New York in general.
Ooh. Oh.
Sorry.
I will
okay,
always
wait,
take
wait,
shots
wait.
at New York.
Wait, Zach wanted to say something.
No, I don't need to. What do we need to? We don't need to do the podcast for a reason.
Zach
we can
is
all just hang out.
Zach is definitely not the Thing. He's too like
Yeah.
he's not trying to sabotage anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. God.
Yeah, the whole episode is the two of them. I go like fun fact, and two of them go, I bet it is fun, you fucking idiot. Like that's,
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I bet like we got to make sure you don't like estrange your other demographic of people that are like, actually,
Yeah.
I do want to hear the fun fact.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
can
Some
these
people
other
are
two
the-
people shut the fuck up so I can hear the fun fact?
oh, Sean, tell him your the thing that somebody said on Spotify.
Yeah.
To you. I
Dude,
don't know
they're
if you
rude.
told
They just
Chad
like
or-
were talking shit, saying that I was like the bad part of the podcast.
No, he said
No,
I
he's
don't-
calling you the bad boy of the podcast.
He said, I don't know about this Sean guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean's definitely the bad boy of the podcast, though.
I just didn't like that one bit. I didn't like that one bit, and
Well,
I
after
still don't. I would rather that guy not watch our podcast.
I think after the Shades episode,
Oh, yeah.
once that comes out, they're really they're gonna see.
Dude, one person's
Yeah.
You mean
listening
business.
listening right now going, what the fuck is the movie about? What is the movie about? They're doing jokes. I don't know what it is. I have no context. Like, what are they talking about?
All right.
Listen, buddy. Here's
Oh
the
wait,
thing.
Yeah.
wait! Before we get into the thing,
Yeah.
we do always like when we have a guest on, we'd like to find out what was the first horror movie you ever saw. What's the first thing you remember seeing? Was it like at a friend's house and you weren't supposed to be watching it? I know there's a lot of my generation.
Mars Attacks.
Mars Attack.
That counts.
Ah.
Yeah. As a
Yeah.
kid, it's horrifying.
yeah.
Because you're seeing these. I mean, here's the thing. Apparently, when I was 3, I watched it, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever because they have huge fucking brains and they're going, ack, ack, ack. You know, they're just
Yeah.
like sounding like
I mean, it's definitely
idiots.
sci-fi
Yeah.
horror comedy.
I mean, they're speaking my language because I'm like
Yeah.
exiting the babbling stage, but of my life. But
It'd be
but
funny
like,
if 3-year-old you knew what they were saying.
oh my god, dude! If you only knew what he was saying. This is comedy. But as soon as I forgot my first language, and I was 6, I rewatched it, and my mom said, "Yeah, you like this movie." I was like, "Oh, no way!" I watched it, and right when he like vaporizes like the general or something,
Mhm.
I just started like freaking out. Like I was like, "Dude, we're gonna die!" Like
That's
this.
hilarious.
Wait. Did you say as soon as I forgot my first language? Like
Babbling?
as soon as you forgot talking like a baby?
Yeah,
I think that might be how it works.
that's
Yeah.
how it works.
Yeah.
How do you think the Rugrats speak to each other, but the parents don't know what the hell they're saying?
When you said that, I was like, "Oh shit, Sean doesn't understand
Baby.
bilingual."
Yeah,
Okay.
dude.
Okay. What?
Dude, he's, no,
Yeah, I
it's
also
a touchy subject with him. His dad roasts him for not knowing how to speak Gaelic.
Yeah,
yeah, that's
okay, no,
right.
but hold on. You guys are weird because it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh,
Which
on a
is a
job
fake
interview. Yeah, I'm bilingual. I speak English and baby.
Hey, oh my god, yeah. But if you were trying to get a job at
Yeah.
a daycare,
Yeah.
they'd be like, "You're hired."
Yeah.
Like,
What's my
we need
greatest
people
strength?
who are fluent.
Goo goo gaga.
I would love to
Does that
see like a
answer your
Although
question?
she was
reality.
like, "Oh, okay."
Need I say more?
I would, I would love to see like a reality show where Sean's like the baby whisperer, and he's got a little clicker. He's like,
I don't say that. That's a slur. Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't like that. They
Yeah.
don't like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it says
you-
he said here he's worried about the economy.
Yeah, he's worried about the housing crisis and how that's going to affect him when he's older.
Also, he
Yeah.
has a rash.
Could you imagine if we had 2 movies for this?
What,
It'd
2
be
movies?
this would be a 3-hour podcast. What's
Yeah.
your second movie?
Yeah, we only do.
We
one
all
movie
watched
per
the
guest.
2011 thing, right?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Which is a prequel, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, wait, before we get into that,
Yes.
what was the first like traditional horror movie you remember seeing?
Dude,
Like
I
the
don't
first
know.
thing that
I-
like,
I thought I already
I
answered
would
this
say-
question.
No.
Mars
Mars
Attacks
Attacks
is
is not a
definitely-
traditional horror.
Well, I
though.
haven't
like,
seen it, so
like,
I'm not really 100%
like what was the first thing
sure.
that you went like, oh, this is like, maybe
Let's
like
look it up.
something.
Is Mars Attacks a horror movie? If it is,
Yeah.
I'm
you owe me
talking,
$15.
do some blood and gore.
There's
type stuff,
blood.
you know?
He bites the finger off that one incel guy, and then like it goes into the fish tank, and there's
All right,
blood.
never mind.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Mars Attacks.
I
Oh,
respect.
I'm sorry, it's not orthodox for you, guys.
It's
I respect Zach's need to take
Okay.
away a horror movie from Tim
never
Burton.
mind. Yeah, it's not a horror movie. It doesn't even
No.
say horror on it.
Bam, there we go.
It just says dark comedy. Okay.
Sorry. Wow.
Could have just pulled something out of your ass to appease me. You could've
No.
just said,
I just wanted to be honest.
Could've
No,
just
he's got
said
to be
Scream.
accurate. He's got to be accurate.
Scream. I don't watch horror that much. I got into horror like during college.
Mm.
Kind
That was
of.
my next question.
Yeah. What?
But you were
Where I
but you're
went to
answering now.
When
school?
did you watch
Like-
your first horror
When I
movie?
went
Was
to
that-
school.
Did
you go to
experimented
college?
in college?
Did you finish?
Now,
Yeah.
Chad, the people want to know, what is your
Do they?
social security number?
Oh, I can answer that one.
Go ahead, Sean.
5.
That's it.
He only
His
knows it
number.
backwards.
Yeah, or he says one number periodically through the podcast so we get a whole listen. He's like, he's going to say
It's
it every
actually an
couple minutes.
Easter egg. Yeah.
Nah, the real fans will get it, dude.
Oh, hi.
No.
Real fans will get it. Yeah, go to our Patreon and you can get Chad's social security number.
Yeah, I'll
Where's-
post it.
Yeah, we're selling sick new merch.
It's Chad's social security number
On t-shirts.
and who his debt loan is. Who owns his debt for college loans? Okay, we're gonna.
Funny thing. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Huh.
So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the thing. Go ahead. You got one more thing locked in the chamber. It looks like.
What? No, I'm waiting for you.
Okay, all right. You did the face that Sean does when he's excited for.
No, load me up.
Yeah.
Load me up so I can fire away.
Wait, did you
Oh.
ask him what was the first thing that scared him? It was usually one of the questions. What's the first thing that scared you, like, growing up?
I don't know. Probably
Yeah,
like.
Was
he
it the
said he
Mars
saw
Attack?
He said he saw like
Attacks,
3.
yeah.
Was
so
it that?
Sounds like. I mean, if there's
Okay.
something before 3, it'd
No,
be
when I was
very
3, I thought it was
impressive.
funny.
Oh, but when you were 6,
No,
I thought
and
it
then
was
when
Six,
scary.
I was
6, he
like,
saw it
the
and
harsh
scared the shit
realities
out
of the world came
Yeah.
crashing down on me, and
Yeah.
we were being invaded by aliens.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but
dude.
yeah,
Yeah, mine was
Real.
all dogs go to heaven because they're like, "Hey, dogs die," and I was like, "What?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"What?" And they're like,
Oh
"Not
my
only do they
God.
die, but there's an afterlife, and there's a good one and a bad one." And I was like,
Oh
"This
my
is all a
God.
lot."
Turner, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to hell.
Oh, I thought I just thought about one when I was a kid. My parents bought me a Big Bird toy. That, funny enough, they bought it off of John Gotti. Because
Hey, stop! What the fuck did you just say?
Who?
so these
Who's
Big Bird
John
toys. So
Gotti?
these talking Big Bird toys. Around that time, I was like 3. I was like 2 or 3. These talking Big Bird toys were like the hot toy of like the year, and so they were hard to find in
It was
stores.
different in
But
California.
Gotti had like stole a bunch of like Big Bird trucks, and so my parents bought the toy off of like Italians who stole that truck, and they got that for me for Christmas, and they went out of their way to get it. And when I finally pressed it as a kid, like pressed the little thing, and it started talking, I freaked the fuck out. I lost my mind. I was
why did it go,
terrified of it.
Hey, I'm Big Bird.
I'm fucking Big Bird over here.
Don't eat my wings.
You know how bad the mafia has to be doing in the 90s to be like, we got to get into toys.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, this is like because like I was born in '91, so that was probably like '92, '93. This is close to Gotti's like
Your
downfall.
dog starts
Yeah.
ripping
Yeah.
into it, and there's just coke everywhere. You're like, oh my god.
Wait, you
Yeah.
sold those toys as toys? There's coke in
There's
those.
coke in them, you fucking
That
idiot.
was the one year in school Ray was completely focused and locked in. It was just like, wow, I'm getting straight A's all of a sudden. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
It was like,
And then other guys have tiny little plastic baggies of stuffing. what the fuck?
You mean the mobsters have the
Like
inside of the
there's a
toys?
switch up?
Yeah. Wait, if we have these, then that means. Oh no! Somebody call Big Bird.
Fuck the thing.
Oh.
This podcast is over. We're just gonna
No,
talk.
no, we got to stay on track.
Yeah, you gotta
hey,
stay on
don't
track.
lose hope.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think you're the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Why are you
fuck?
trying
Oh
to
my
sabotage
God.
the podcast?
What the
That's why he's
heck?
being hella defensive.
Okay, here, let me just make sure that we're on track here. So The Thing was it 1984?
82.
1982.
Directed by John Carpenter.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
it's directed by John Carpenter.
119 minutes.
Oh my god. Okay, but yeah, The Thing is about this alien that some Antarctic scientists uncover, and it happens to mimic people or organisms perfectly. And basically, it's just full of paranoia, and you don't know who might be the bad guy, or if it's around the corner, or if even the protagonist is the Thing himself. So it's a really fun thriller. It is a horror movie, but I feel like it's more like a thriller, to be honest. I mean, you can have both. I mean,
Yeah.
but the thing is,
Yeah.
like, I feel like if you didn't add all the weird stuff, like the awesome like practical effects, it would have
Yeah.
been more like, oh, it's like a thriller. You know, it's like
yeah.
it's like, oh, like if reptilians were controlling the White House. Like it's like that kind of. It could be a political thriller, but no, it's like this is just a straight up horror movie, and basically they're trying to figure out who the Thing is so they can make sure it doesn't go back to society
Yeah.
and basically end the world. So, which I like, because the thing is, like, usually most movies, when they're like, oh, it's all about saving the world from ending, you know, it feels very like grand scale and all that. It's really hard to come up with a save the world premise that is a little bit smaller and feels a little bit less grand. And I think that's why it works so well, because it makes you, there is that like unsettlingness while watching it, where you're just like, dang, like if they just let it slip out, they're done. You know, like
Right,
humanity's over.
Yeah, it's sort of like the opposite of like how you feel when you watch something like 2012, right? Where
Right.
there's
Yeah.
or Day After Tomorrow, where they're just like, it's like this cataclysmic thing, and you're just like, okay, well,
Yeah.
I don't even.
Or even in like
Yeah.
non-horror films, like I don't know, like any superhero movie or anything, where they're like, "Oh, we got to save the world," and then you're just like, "Okay, I don't really care," because the whole world, like I don't know everyone on the whole world, you know.
Right,
But
right.
with the Thing, it's
Chad's
just
like, fuck those people.
yeah, well, because it's like that whole thing where like when you like broaden the scope, you just start to lose track of like it becomes less personal, you know.
Right.
And they managed to have like a world-ending antagonist that done in a way where it still feels like it's very personal,
Right.
and that's why it makes it so claustrophobic and scary, you know. And I think that's why it's just a really good example of like doing the end of the world type thing
Right.
very well, you know. So
It's
I'm not
like
even
a s-
talking about like The Road or something where it's like, oh, the world's already ended and they're just trying to make by.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like this will end the world. Like,
no,
it's like that.
it's a small scale like conflict with like, you know,
But the
Okay.
stakes are still high.
the stakes are still very high. Yeah.
It's
But
not even a joke. I'm serious.
I know, but it's the
No.
way you
It's
said it.
the way
Why
you
did you
said
have
it.
to raise your eyebrow like
Yeah.
that? Like, who are you, The Rock? Like,
yeah, you said it like you were selling the movie.
yeah.
Yeah,
You're like, oh, this part's gonna be in the trailer. You're like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
A small scale, but the stakes very,
very
high.
yeah. This is his locked in posture,
Yeah.
but he also has another one where he's fully flat. There it is. That's when the good
That's
jokes come out.
that's my unlocked posture.
So that's a great way to put that movie. We've been getting in the habit of explaining the entire movie from back to front at the beginning.
Yeah, we explained a
And-
plot
and,
point by plot point.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
I
That
mean, when you
might be
edit
a-
it, you could just,
no,
you know,
it's-
just bring it to the front.
I think it's better, especially like with the guest episode. But I think
Yeah.
it's better just to kind of do like that, where you just go like, here's like the the crux of the thing.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we'll fucking, break it up, talk about it.
Yeah. No, I like The Thing. It's a good film.
In The Thing, some guys find a thing and then they kill the thing, but maybe it's still
you
there.
don't know who's the thing. Like Sean was
Yeah.
saying, like they're in a place, but are the people things or are they people?
I literally felt like
Because the
that's how-
place definitely is not the thing. That's
Yeah,
the
the place
part
is
that
not
you
the
kind
thing.
of get down is like, okay,
Yeah.
person, place, thing can't be a place, but apparently people can be a thing, but not
Well-
the other way around.
Well, at
But
the
most
beginning
things
part
can
of the
be it,
Ooh.
but people can't be it.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, beginning part of the movie, you didn't know for sure if the thing wasn't a place, like, say, one of the buildings. But
Dude.
that's why they blew them up at the end.
They did. They did
Just
blow it
in
up
case.
just in case
the
the
thing's
thing was
pretending
a
to be a building. They're like, fuck.
Oh fuck! It just
They
turns
didn't
into
know.
a prop hunt. Like
I really banked on him. I really banked on him saying something substantial there. He goes at the beginning of the film, and I'm like, "Here we go. This is how we kick it off after the plot synopsis." And then and then you fucked me, Sean.
Dude,
Well, I thought that was substantial.
Dude, I like to think that Sean would be like, the best way to end the movie, plot twist. The thing was the trash can.
And then he goes like this.
What if the helicopter that came to save him was the thing? The helicopter.
What if the thing was just an idea?
the entire time.
Yeah, the thing was the friends we made along the way.
Oh my god! If the thing could transform into abstract thought, we're
Oh
fucked.
my
Yeah.
god.
Maybe it already has.
True, yeah.
All right. So in the opening of the film, we see
Turner humping a dog, like a little toy,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good movie.
and then we start shooting at him to be like, "Hey, stop that!"
That's the beginning of every movie in
Right?
this household. Is how do we get Turner to stop fucking for an hour and a half so we can watch this movie?
in the beginning of the film. There's these fucking Norwegians. They're flying around
Don't
in
say
a
fucking
helicopter.
Norwegians, okay? They
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
They
Show
did
some
that.
respect.
Well,
Fucking
they died
Norwegians.
trying to murder a dog, so it's
Oh, okay.
maybe
Yeah.
you know,
Norwegians?
Yeah, but the
Oh,
dog
yeah,
was
that's
the
right.
thing.
the dog was the thing.
It really does make you go like, "Oh, why are they shooting the
Dude,
dog?"
whose
It
side
might
is
not
this
have-
guy on? Why is they killed an innocent dog? Yeah, the thing.
Yeah.
It might not have been the thing, but it's probably the thing.
No, it was the
It's
thing.
definitely the thing.
It was definitely the thing.
for sure the thing.
You just don't know what's going on at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then when you watch it again, you're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it opens on these two Norwegian guys in the helicopter chasing the dog.
Yeah.
One's leaning out and he's shooting at him and everything. In real life, that was John Carpenter's brother-in-law.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You had to
Yeah.
learn Norwegian.
Well, no. So he actually, the other guy was Norwegian and spoke it, and then but
Oh, yeah, that's right. They kill him off immediately.
yeah, the other guy though,
Yeah.
did not know any Norwegian, and so he made up words.
That's so funny, dude. That's
You're like,
so
yo,
funny.
I've seen Swedish Chef on the
Yeah.
Muppets. Like, I'll just say what I'm a big
Yeah.
fan. I'll just say what
Yeah.
he says.
Can you imagine watching that and you're just like, what the fuck? And this guy's just like, luckily it was a pretty limited amount of dialogue, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
not-
You are
not great.
so warm.
Oh, dude.
Dude,
He got so mad.
Bro,
that's the
you're
first time
warm.
anybody's ever moved Turner. I mean, that was
Yeah.
wild, dude.
Turner, you warm weirdo.
He was just.
Dude, I hope the mic picked that up. That was awesome.
That was
I
like
wish he would've
the
bit you on
the face.
abusive boyfriend
You can
side of
just
Turner. He was just like,
ADR
"Let
it
me
in.
cuddle you."
Hold me, you fuck. All right.
Dude, chill.
You're rude as hell.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
so they chase the dog down. They're trying to kill the dog. They have no idea, of course, that the people being shot at. They don't even realize.
I
that
feel
the
like
dog
you
is
need
the
more.
target.
I feel like you need to add even more context. Like,
Yeah, go ahead.
like this is like the main movie's like in Outpost 31. It's like an American, mainly, but all English speaking like scientists. But then a different outpost is coming towards them
Yeah.
because the thing's trying to get away. Oh, well, we don't know this at the beginning, but like the thing is trying to get away in dog form to another populated area.
Yeah.
And that's why they're like, what the hell's going on? Because like the Norwegians are just like, "Oh, dude, we gotta kill this thing." But they're like, "Oh, I don't speak Norwegian, so I don't know that you said that." And
Now,
why
the
are
guy
you trying
that-
to kill the thing?
now the guy
this
that-
entire episode is every time someone's gonna say the thing, Sean is gonna chuckle thinking about like proper nouns.
That's exactly what I was thinking about. We gotta kill this thing. Why you said it? Keep it together, Sean.
Keep it together. Thank you. Christ. So there is actually, if you do speak Norwegian,
Yo, do you know Norwegian?
Oh.
I don't know Norwegian.
the guy who actually speaks it gives away the entire plot in the beginning. of the film.
Really?
Yeah. If you translate the words, he actually says exactly what's going on, and like how to stop it and why they're doing what they're doing. And of
He
course,
goes,
these
Act
guys,
1.
yeah. He actually sits in the snow and reads the script. That's why they shoot him in the face to get him to stop. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, spoilers.
So yeah, they don't speak Norwegian, so obviously they don't hear all that.
If
and
Mel
they-
Brooks made the thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I do love that. Like the one guy that gets shot in the American camp at Outpost 31, he gets shot by the Norwegian guy before that guy takes a bullet. So
Yeah.
when the American guy gets shot, he's hit in the leg, and then he's like, ah! And Kurt Russell comes up to him, he's like, you okay? And he's like, yeah, and he hands him the
The beer
scotch, and
bottle
he
and
just
he
starts.
runs off and then
Yeah, he hands him the
drinks it?
scotch, and he just starts chugging scotch. Literally shot like 3 seconds ago, and he's like,
Yeah.
give me the fucking.
I just saw the scene where Kurt Russell like loses, what was it, chess?
Yeah.
He loses that chess on the computer. They're in Antarctica. This is 1982.
yeah,
They don't
yeah.
have many computers.
And he
this
pours-
guy just goes, well, if I fucking last, well, pours the whiskey like
Into
into
the
like the
computer.
hard drive area and just
Yeah.
like busts the whole computer. Like it's so,
And also, yeah, a computer in 1982.
yeah,
like,
that shit's expensive.
This
Yeah,
game
dude.
of chess was so bad, I'm never gonna want to play it again.
Yeah, that's so
No,
real.
Like,
and then he
so
wasted
real.
scotch.
Yeah.
No, but it's also a great character moment because he's like, actually, I win. You know, and that's
Yeah.
kind of explains his whole like mentality.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
in the whole film.
Well, because the
It's
entire
like, I
time,
don't
like,
play by the rules.
yeah, he's just forceful. He's just like forceful but calm the whole
Yeah.
time. Like everyone's forceful, but they're panicking. But
Yeah.
since he's calm, everyone kind of listens to him. But he's just as forceful as everyone
You know,
else.
it'd be
Yeah.
funny if instead of forceful but calm, the whole movie was actually just a belligerent drunk.
Hey, woo! I know I'm not the thing because I'm fucking drunk.
I'm a people. What are you?
If I was a teen, then how come I can kill myself?
Yeah. I know that the thing can't get drunk.
He
So-
gets back up after shooting himself in the head. See?
So he actually, when he pours that scotch into the
Yeah.
computer, he kills the only woman in the movie.
What?
The voice of the computer is the only woman in the movie. That the voice of that is Adrian. I think.
Oh, was it Scarlett Johansson
Fuck
from
off.
Her?
Nope,
No.
that was not born yet. I don't think. Adrian, I forget. I think it's Barbal is how you say. The
Oh,
last
from
name, but-
Rocky? Adrian!
Yes. You gotta clean me. It was
Oh,
John
dang, no
Carpenter's
way.
wife at the time.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Who did the voice for that?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
No other women in the movie. Just
Wow.
that one.
So this
his
wasn't the
brother-
same wife
His
that named-
brother-in-law's pretending to be a Norwegian, and his wife's pretending to be a computer.
Mhm.
That's a great point. Yeah. No wonder they got a divorce. No one
Yeah.
was being honest, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow. Well,
acting
now
with
he
dumb premises.
streams games on Twitch.
Does
He
he?
does.
John Carpenter.
Is he really?
He's a avid video gamer.
Are you
That's
serious?
amazing.
He is
That is
all he
dope.
does is play games.
Oh,
It's
dude,
insane.
that's
I'm not
great.
even kidding.
You'll
This
never
is
be
not
as
a
cool.
bit. He is straight up just like he's like, I don't want to make more movies. I just want to play games.
Fucking epic. Dude.
Yeah, he's-
no one
That
will ever
makes
be
me
as
so
cool.
happy.
No one will
Yeah.
ever be as cool
Yeah.
as John Carpenter.
Yeah.
Greatest like
But
fucking
isn't he
horror
also a
director of all
musician?
time.
Like he wrote like
Yeah.
soundtracks.
This
he
is
did,
actually-
he
the
did
thing
all
is-
the soundtracks for most of his movies.
The thing
Nah,
is, the
this
first
one was
movie-
done by Atticus Ross.
Was it?
No.
No.
No. it wasn't. The thing is, the first movie. The thing is, the first movie that he didn't score himself.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Damn.
actually. So we'll talk about the score for a second. I have no idea. And the Ennio, you know,
Let
they
me
don't.
see, let me see, let me see.
Yeah, there's no. You're not gonna be able to read it. My fucking slap. Here is a score. It's some Italian.
Dude, what
name.
is
It's
this?
fine.
You're not even a doctor. And
Score.
You don't know what the fuck I am. I might be a doctor. Give me that.
I'm gonna look
Anyway.
it up, like with legible,
It's-
like
It's
Ooh.
Ennio Morricone. Is his name.
Morricone.
Ooh, is he Italian?
I'll take your word
He
for it.
is.
Hey,
And if he's not,
Morricone.
go fuck yourself.
Morricone.
So the interesting thing about the
Oh.
score, it won a Razzie Award for worst score that year.
Why?
Mm.
Because
What the
everybody,
heck?
because like a lot
It's
of things
good,
about this
though.
movie, yeah, everybody was being a dick about this movie when it came out. Like what's his fuck? Siskel and Ebert. Ebert was like, "Oh, this movie was just a rip off of Alien." And like everything, like people
What?
aren't
Not
people
even
aren't
close,
responding.
dude.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember the part of Alien where I had no idea who the alien could be.
yeah.
Like what the
Yeah.
heck? Like that's so stupid.
Roger Ebert is cool, is good
It
about
wasn't
some
even
things.
in space.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Roger
The
Ebert,
alien rips out
Siskel
the
and
person's
Ebert, whatever.
belly. It could be anyone.
wait, what did you say? Well, you
He just
fucking-
comes out and the alien is like, guys, I don't know about you, but
I don't trust him.
yeah, guy with an actual alien sticking out his stomach and just puppeteering it. It's like, guys, it could be anyone. They don't even notice it. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, you're right.
It's like a group
Johnson.
of people in a circle, and then one's a face hugger, and it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I kind of get this guy's vibe. Like,
So if you want to know what's cool,
yeah.
just watch whatever fucking Siskel and Ebert say. Whatever those two dickheads said was bad was probably something cool in the 80s or 90s. Like
yeah,
they always went after like because it was also because like this set a standard for horror that really hadn't been set yet, and so
You know what probably happened? They were so fucking scared they didn't want to admit it.
that's a great
Yeah.
point. They're like,
Yeah.
this movie's stupid, and I'm not afraid of anything.
no, low key, that is like kind of a
They only
talking
watched
point.
15 minutes of it.
Yeah. No, but for real.
because I couldn't even enjoy it all the way.
For real, this is what happened with historically with
Yeah.
horror movies though.
Yeah.
As soon as this started, this movie was like sort of the beginning of people going like, oh, we need to put in like we can put in like these crazy effects and like have
Yeah.
all this like outlandish shit, and people weren't used to it yet. So now it's it developed a cult following and everything. But back in the day, all these critics like took it as some kind of like, oh, it's like this is cheesy or this is like over the top, and it's like. Yeah, it's like a whole new genre that you guys don't know is a
It's
thing. yet.
sci-fi horror,
Yeah.
Yeah, and even outside of that, like we get into like Hellraiser later on
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Where, like we're taking these kind of effects and then going to a whole new level with them, and like so it's like many of John Carpenter's things appreciated way more now after the fact. But
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of his stuff, and,
Yeah.
and he said a great thing. He was like, the minute that the critics start liking my stuff, I gotta like quit. He's like that means my movies are shit.
Yeah,
'Cause
and
they-
that's why
yeah.
he plays video games now.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
everyone likes my movies. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, he's like, I'm good.
Like,
I
I
won.
win.
Fuck you,
Yeah.
Roger Ebert.
That was the main game I was playing.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
let me give myself something more challenging.
Dude, the effects were so cool in this.
They
it
were
was fucking
really
awesome.
cool.
I don't know. You don't see like the practical effects were like
Yeah,
Yeah.
to
it's
see
memorable
like
as hell. When
a head
Yeah.
dismember itself and then grow
And melt
legs.
onto the ground.
Oh, yeah.
and then,
Yeah.
and then grow legs.
There's one specific scene that I was just like, holy fuck, where it's like it's in the dog kennel. And then once like it starts to like actually grow and it
Yeah.
grabs itself onto like the ceiling, it does this thing where it like opens up and then something comes out and then it spins, like the flesh like spins like crazy, and then something else comes out of that. And
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck, dude? It's such a
Yeah.
jarring moment.
And completely no CGI.
No
All
CGI.
practical effects.
Yeah, they
It's
got
just
a
like, how
real
the fuck
thing.
did you do
Yeah.
that, dude?
Yeah.
Uh,
And by the
so-
way, this actually happened. That's how
Yeah.
they were able to film it practically.
he
Yeah.
stole your bit. Fuck you.
That's how they did it practically. Yeah.
you know what? I'll take it. That means it's getting passed around. I like that.
Hey, how else
It's-
did you think they got it like in practical effects?
Yeah.
They can't make that.
They just
Yeah.
actually made it.
They're like,
happen.
hey, wait,
It's
can
real.
you do that line again? They do that scene again. Yeah, and then the thing is like, oh yeah, no problem, guys.
Yeah.
Dude,
Just
the
let me close
thing's
up my
real.
chest hole real
Yeah, yeah.
The
So-
thing's real.
So talking about the score real quick, the Razzie Award in 1982, right?
Yeah.
But later on, Quentin Tarantino used the unused parts of the score that because he loves all these older movies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He always uses them for his current films. But when he was making Hateful Eight, he used the unused parts of the score. So
Oh,
he was
really?
like, "Oh, there's parts that were recorded but never used."
Mhm.
He took it put it on Hateful Eight, and it won a fucking Oscar.
Wow.
So just to show you how these critics don't know what they're talking about.
I mean, that's also a great thing to put into that movie because that movie is literally a similar scenario in a way. It's not like there's like really an imposter. It's been a while since I've seen it. Not really like an imposter, but you don't really know everyone's motives.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're stuck in this frozen, like in this like warm refuge in like a frozen landscape, and it really has like it's like
a group of untrusting strangers.
Yeah. And I think it's like kind of genius that he used.
Yeah, it's smart
stuff from The Thing for that,
which is why I constantly argue that Hateful Eight is his most underrated movie and one of his best.
Walton Goggins is really good in it.
Oh yeah, he's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that speech where Samuel L. Jackson's character explains how he like made the Confederate soldier's son like suck his dick. Oh,
Yeah.
Such a great fucking scene.
I don't know. I thought that was kind of mean.
Upsetting.
Well, yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm not like for the Confederacy, but like
that was like
I'm perfectly in the middle. I think they both have good opinions. You know, they both have something to say.
They should have just 69.
That part.
Would have solved the Civil War.
A more perfect union.
That was the part in the movie where, like, in the DMX song, where you're like, "Hell yeah!" And he's like, "Hold my dick while he's sucking it, motherfucker." And you're
like X
"All right,
give
guys."
it to you while they're doing that.
Yeah,
Oh
everybody
my
like
God.
forgets that DMX is a fucking lunatic. Like,
Oh yeah.
oh, can we just listen to Party Up, maybe? Anyway, no monetization.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Okay, so
So subscribe to our Patreon.
yeah, that's where you can
Yeah.
help us live. The dog, his name is Jed.
Oh,
and
really?
he's a fucking great actor.
Yeah.
Which dog?
Dude, he could cry on command. It was insane. That dog, yeah.
They didn't
Yeah.
have to do the fake tear thing. or
Yeah,
anything, or, like,
the tear
mist.
stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of that.
Yeah.
No, but this dog, like when you watch the movie, the dog actually like, and John Carpenter talks about it. Like a lot of people talk about like how this dog was like a better actor than a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, like better than they should have honestly cast that dog for Sofia Coppola's role in Godfather 3. Like, to be honest, like I feel
thought
like
you were gonna say in that movie with Bill Murray.
Yeah.
It's just him in bed with a dog.
what, Lost in Translation? I was trying to keep it on track with the whole Razzies thing.
Yeah.
You're lost in translation.
Lost in Translation was with a dog.
So in that
Yeah, 'cause
opening
the dog doesn't
sequence,
speak English. So it would be lost in translation from dog. I'm bilingual. I speak dog and baby.
with no English.
Yeah, my English is okay.
Yeah, I actually just memorized that just to say it in English. Yeah.
So the dog that you see through most of the film actually is all the same dog, because in a lot of movies they'll have like
Yeah.
multiple dogs that they can use that look the same. But there was
That
one
dog was like,
shot-
"No, actually shoot me.
yeah,
Yeah, actually shoot me.
yeah, he was method. He
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, kill me on this.
Just give me a treat after. We're fine."
So actually, the dog that they were shooting at from the helicopter was not that dog.
Oh,
It was
really?
the only time where they didn't use that
Oh,
dog.
so that dog got fired.
They shot
Yeah.
him. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, they accidentally clipped him. Oops. No,
You think we breed for acting chops? Yeah.
That dog's a really good actor. No, you actually shot him.
but it's always like they're not shot in sequence. These films are almost never shot in sequence. So
Yeah.
they had to make the dog they were using look like that dog because they couldn't use Jed anymore. So they actually had to paint. Like, they had to paint his fur to make him look.
Yeah,
why'd
No,
you
he
say
just
it
wasn't
like that?
available.
They
Oh,
blackfaced
he was good
him.
at acting.
He's a busy actor.
Yeah,
That's
he was a
right.
busy
Oh
actor.
my
He's a
God,
great
thank
actor.
God.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely dead now, though.
Yeah.
It's been so.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah, he had to go
basically
shoot White Fang.
Or he's.
they basically blackfaced that dog.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
dude,
They snow-faced that dog.
snow faced.
All right, let's move on. So the original director even
Hey, how far down that list are you?
No one's ever asked him that.
I can say this: I'd be further if everybody would let me, but also it wouldn't be as funny. So what could we do? You know,
Sean,
Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah.
Hey, notes guy. What are we at?
Yeah.
honestly, for you and for the three of you to be together on a podcast, I was like, we can't even do a movie. We're just gonna have to like mention a thing, and then the rest
Like,
is just gonna be.
you know what?
Like,
Yeah.
There's
What do
another
you mean
thing we
you
should have
people?
just done an idea.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what
We were
should
gonna
have
do
done.
the thing, but we decided to do a place instead.
I'm still drinking from. This has been empty for like
I
30
do it
minutes.
all
Look
the
at,
time.
look at him. Look at what he's doing with his mic. There's no way this is good.
He's clutching.
Is that?
I know. Well, I mean,
That's fine.
but that's why we gave him the smooth arm, so it doesn't pick it up.
Dude,
On
you'll
the-
just
Okay.
hear his
Right.
heartbeat.
Yeah.
Listen to my heart. When
I think that's why he peaks so much. But now we have him on the lower mic, so it should be okay.
You know, I don't know
Can
I
when
get
had
one?
the
I'm
I'm
opportunity
gonna
to say
not
this.
open it yet.
You can walk on.
I-
camera, it's fine.
I
Yeah.
wore my Dragon Ball Z shirt. This is Dragon Ball Z themed.
How does that relate to the thing? Can you?
Well, I thought it
make
was
that for
obvious. I'll tell you.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I was a child, I watched the thing at a very young age, actually. And I also watched Dragon Ball Z at the time, and it all became one big blurred memory.
Yeah.
And I always just thought the thing closely resembled Majin Buu. And then I watched it again, and I was like, it actually doesn't.
No, but I get why you would think that as a kid, though.
Yeah, it kind of
Because Majin Buu doesn't really like. There's like, yeah, he has like a basic form.
He's the one that looks like a piece
but
of bubble
he,
gum.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
look well
Yeah.
because like he just like kind of transforms and like goes like,
For the
all
millennial
weird, like,
audience
yeah,
out there.
I get it.
Mm.
I get what you mean.
Millennial Gen X cuspers.
Because like he has a shape, but he doesn't have a shape, which makes
Yeah.
sense for the thing because the thing doesn't have a shape.
Go ahead and like do a little side by side. So you have watch on this side you have the thing,
I'm not doing that at all.
and then right over here you got Majin Buu.
Yeah,
You can-
which
I
version of
never
the
do
thing?
this.
No, you should edit
oh, this one's
in.
getting a little heavy.
Huh?
You should
drop
edit
down.
it.
If I clip it, sure.
Get that in clip. I just threw the
Dude,
clip
what is
out.
this, Disney Channel? Like, what are you doing?
Hey, I'm Sean. You're watching the thing.
It's still a mouse.
Yeah. My goal is to always add effects when Sean is not asking for it.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't put that in. That's ridiculous.
Put
And
a
then I add
filter on
effect.
him. That makes it look like he's got a boner the whole time.
Dude,
Stop.
hey, anyone else having a good time?
Okay, so
during this?
the list. What's on the
let's
list?
Get back on the list.
Sure, we'll go back to the list. A testament to how fucking 80s this movie is. Kurt Russell was taking drags off his cigarette in order to create the illusion of actually having
Like a cold air. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Multiple actors did it on the set. They were just smoking, and they'd hold it away from camera and go and pretend to be cold.
Like
That's
this.
great.
Like
Yeah.
like this.
I'm sure that sounded
Dude,
great.
yeah.
on
Yeah.
fucking mic.
Go ahead and
it's
clip
fine.
that.
It's
Like
fine.
this.
Because
Like this.
Dude, look at
Like
that. It's
Yeah,
cool.
I don't know if I have to edit that out. I'll
Yeah.
This is
listen to that.
ASMR.
Please
Yeah.
don't do that
Yeah.
Oh.
anymore.
I
Okay.
do listen to these before I release them, so like
They're
like,
just
yeah.
they're he's just like
no, I do.
definitely check that part of the
Go
Yeah.
ahead and clip that.
just
So-
in case.
So the reason for this, of course, is that they shot all the exteriors in Alaska, but then all the interior stuff, and when they had to build the larger sets and film inside, they did all that in L.A. And John Carpenter
Yeah.
actually wanted it to be cold for that reason. And sometimes they could get the studio to like pay for, hey, we're gonna make it 50 degrees in here. And then
That's
sometimes
awesome.
the studio was like, go fuck yourself,
Dude,
Yeah.
this
you-
is so expensive.
You know, they should have just like, if Costco was around, just rent out a Costco freezer.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because that was the original idea that an executive had. You okay?
No,
Okay. You'll be all right.
I'll
Yeah, walk it off.
survive.
An executive had actually pitched that idea of putting them in a freezer,
Yeah,
and then John Carpenter was like, "We're not doing this," because they actually like showed him where they were going to have them shoot scenes. It was like they go, "It's a big one though," and he's like, "This movie's done." They were like, "Okay, we're sorry." And then they stopped. So that's
But you
they also
waited
weren't
too
going to
late.
give it to John Carpenter originally.
Huh?
Originally, the film was going to be Tobe Hooper directing.
Who's that?
He's the director of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, really?
Perpetually getting.
Oh, dude, honestly, the thing would be so dumb if he had a fucking mask and a chainsaw.
I like that you knew, so you took a victory sip right there.
I'm glad they didn't do that. Because that'd be stupid.
You're not wrong that it would have been stupid because his idea was to have a Moby Dick theme going. So he was going to have.
Oh, he's like Captain Ahab?
Yeah.
Oh, he took my leg.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He was going to chase him through the Arctic like on a boat and then like try to kill the thing. Like he was going to have it be like. So totally backwards. You know exactly what the thing is and you got to go kill it. Like it's awful. And he's like, we'll make it a slapstick horror. And they were like, all right.
He took my leg. I'm going to take his thing.
I love Tobe Hooper, but
it'd be funny if the thing kept forming his leg to taunt him. Like, hey, yo, here's like 5 of them. Oh, idiot.
You want a leg? You don't have one?
I'm an octopus.
I got 8 legs, and they're all yours.
An octopus walking around with like 8 boots. Imagine that. All right, close your eyes.
So one of the critics of this film was the director of the original film, which is The Thing from Another World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's so jealous because he's like, this is so much better. What the fuck? Yeah, Imagine if someone did your idea, your movie, but better.
Well, this is the other thing. It's based
How would you feel?
It's based on a short story.
And be pissed about it the entire time.
It's based on a short story called Who Goes There from 1938. So, like, all these people were originally holding this 1951 sci-fi movie as, like, this standard or something. As if he's not clearly creating his own version of a thing.
Yeah.
And that guy actually said, I wrote down what he said because it was such a fucking dick thing to do. He said, it was a terrific commercial for J&B Scotch, which is kind of funny.
Wow.
But it was also...
They only mentioned it like twice.
And he said they show the bottle quite a bit, but it's also like...
Yeah.
And then he said if
he
you
also
want
ends
to
up killing the thing at the end, so...
Does it really?
Yeah, no.
I was like, man, I know I wasn't
They
that
take a
sleepy.
swig at the end, yeah.
He said if you want to see blood, you can just go to a slaughterhouse. And it's like, dude... You ignored all
what
the
are
other
you talking
bullshit.
about, you fucking psychopath?
Dude,
like, you comparing watching a horror movie to going to the slaughterhouse.
Imagine listening to the Gary Jules cover of Tears for Fears' Mad World, and that being like, yo, this is iconic. This is like what he did with that guy's thing. I bet Tears for Fears was like, that's sick. I like it.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like musicians are more like, give more credence than more, you know, to that.
Well, it really hurt Carpenter's feelings because he loves that original film. He put it in. It's what the kids are watching in Halloween.
Yeah. Imagine Gary Jules goes to a Tears for Fears concert and he gets singled out and he just spit in his mouth. We ate your version of Mad World.
But I dropped that Halloween thing, and you do the spit in the mouth.
Yeah,
that's what you had to do there.
Yeah,
what?
He catches it.
It's what the kids are watching in John Carpenter's first feature film.
What? They're listening to Mad
Halloween.
World?
No, they're
by Tears for Fears or Gary Jules?
Dude, in that guy's defense, though, what did he base it off of? The book?
It was a short story from 1938 called Who Goes There?
Who wrote it?
There? So at least he changed it from a place to a thing. Because that one was about a place that was haunted, right?
That's a great point. You're really on your game tonight.
Who goes there to that thing? No, it's a place.
Well, that author was named John W. Campbell Jr.
Oh, okay.
Bill Lancaster is the one who adapted it to the screenplay.
John Campbell, like the hero's journey, John Campbell?
Yeah.
Like, is it actually? Because I feel like that's a common name. Are you sure it's John Campbell? Like,
no, John W. Campbell Jr.
Was his father the guy who came up with the heroes?
Maybe.
Google it.
Very
I want to
clever.
Google it.
Turner, can you get that?
Google it. That'll give me time to bring up another thing we can talk about.
Okay.
It's common.
You're gonna. In order for that to happen, you're gonna have to ask everyone on Google.
Yeah.
John Campbell.
I've never met a John Campbell. You said that like that was a really common name. I've never met a John Campbell. I've met a lot of Johns.
I mean,
I just looked it up. It's like John Campbell, folk school, John Campbell, Lamb of God, John Campbell, insurance, John Campbell, actor.
John Campbell.
That's
Lamb of
crazy
God?
that there's that
Wyoming,
many John
Tennessee.
Campbells, and I've never met one.
Wait, John Campbell from Insurance?
Maybe I need to go outside.
From
more.
insurance. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
He sold me my car insurance.
Who goes?
Just a guy named John
there?
Campbell.
A guy named John
Short
Campbell?
He's
story.
Made you remember the guy's
John
name who
W.
sold you car insurance.
John,
All right.
John Campbell?
He was
So-
the guy who came up with the hero's journey. You said, like the plot device. Is it a plot device? Am I just saying shit?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Okay.
Can I do the thing now, or should I go fuck myself?
I can't find
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's
I
what the
can't
whole
figure it
episode's
out.
about. What are you talking about? Sorry, that was a Sean joke. I'll stop.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, you stole one of his jokes?
No, it was like
Nah,
within the realm
let
of
him
the
do
shit,
it.
Sean.
Let
him
No,
do
you
it.
should do it. He hates it. It's
yeah,
funny.
this is you're
He's
the
like, "Let him
thing
do
to
it."
his the thing from another world right now. you know?
Oh yeah.
You're like my place.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Shut up. Everyone here.
Sean's mad that no one's appreciating it.
So Kurt Russell,
yeah.
in the behind the scenes, or not behind the scenes, but the director commentary with
Fun fact.
John
Did
Carpenter.
you know
and
his
Kurt
son Wyatt Russell is in that Captain America show?
Great. Everyone, thank you
Continue.
for interrupting me
Sorry,
to tell me something
Continue,
that has
sorry.
nothing to do with this.
continue. Sorry, I
Yeah,
just
Zach
thought it was a
hates
fun
when
fact.
you
I just thought it was a fun
ridiculous.
fact. I was trying to appeal to the demographic of people who like fun facts. I
You
want
want to
people
maybe
not
drop the fun
interrupt.
fact after I'm done with the middle
Yeah, sure,
of the
go
fun
for
fact
it.
I'm
Yeah,
in the
go
fucking
for
middle
it.
of?
Go for it. Go for it.
Jesus
No, you gotta
Christ.
top that.
Hey,
now.
listen, I'm your guest. Go for
You know
it.
what? You're right. Let me take this out on. Let me take this out on them. I apologize. You're right.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, you two.
I'm sorry.
Dude, you sound pretty hurt, Russell.
Chad, stop. He's gonna hit me again.
Hello? Did you guys hear what I said?
Dude, fun fact about his son, Wyatt Russell. He was also in that episode of what you call Black Mirror.
Which one?
The one with the VR set, the horror.
Oh, yeah, that
that
was
was really
one,
good.
dude.
Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Go ahead.
Just a fun fact.
Oh.
You know, it'd be better if they like popped up in like a lower third and just like it's an optional read.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't give him ideas.
No,
for me
but
to do
the
more work.
issue is that. But I was thinking that. No, I was thinking that, but then I was like, oh, but then like the audio listeners, the audio only listeners, they don't have that. So
Every
No.
time you have an idea, just remember that every Thursday he goes, "Oh fuck," and the episode's not ready. And then every
Yeah.
Friday, I have to text Sean and go, "Hey, why isn't the episode on Spotify?" He goes, "Oh fuck, this whole podcast, this whole podcast is 3 people going, oh fuck."
Yeah.
So
well, it's because it's just 2 people with ADHD, and then you got to be
That's true.
their calendar, their Google Calendar.
I just mask hard as fuck, boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm just really good with stakes. We just don't have any stakes yet, you know? Once there's like people paying for the podcast, then I'm just like,
The stakes is my sanity. and it's-
yeah. Well, that's not
And
mine.
it's well
Alright.
done.
Wait, so what was your fun fact?
Oh, I guess I'll read it. You guys want to hear
Yeah, I
it?
wanna-
If
I-
you really
yeah,
want,
Zach.
if you
Yeah.
really want to,
Zach,
Dude, I'm
I
so
genuinely wanna
excited.
hear it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
hope it's really fun.
Sorry, I keep. Sorry.
You're all right. You're right. You haven't done that much.
So when-
Sean's been all over his mic.
Jesus Christ,
Mm.
Sean cuddles with it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Instead, you should replace this with like a little teddy bear.
Yeah.
you got to put a mic in his teddy.
Yeah.
When they're flying the helicopter to the Norwegian station,
Yeah. You know that was done practically. They actually flew the
they
helicopter.
actually no,
yeah, it's
they
not
did,
CGI.
and Kurt Russell did it.
Oh wait, he actually
Yeah.
he himself does he
Yeah.
have a
Who was
license?
not? No. And
No.
so he did some of it, and he said that all the shots where you see the chopper is like kind of shaky. He's like, it wasn't like bad conditions. I'm not a helicopter pilot.
That's so funny.
He's like, I just wanted to try it, and they let me.
That's so funny because like they're like, oh yeah, McCready though, like he's a helicopter pilot. So
Yeah.
it was just bad conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was part of the backstory that he was a helicopter pilot in Vietnam. But
Oh.
they never got to really touch on it in the film. But that was
Yeah.
Oh, I
part
knew
of the
that.
But that's why he's kind of more of a loner from the rest of the group, is because he went through like fucked up shit in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Got that
Are you
picture.
sure it was because of that, or was it because he was just so used to the weather in Vietnam and he was like, wow, this is like not it.
So
Yeah.
backwards,
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
'Cause
like,
it's
it's
cold
really
in this thing
windy
here.
Yeah.
and cold.
Okay, so this is actually a part of John Carpenter's what he calls his Apocalypse trilogy,
Oh,
and so that includes the beginning of it is The Thing. Second film is Prince of Darkness from 1987, and then In the Mouth of Madness in 1994, which is a fantastic film if you've never seen.
I haven't seen those other two.
Me neither.
I think you'd really like In the Mouth of Madness. It's about an author who, basically, I guess the quickest way to put it would be like there's an author who goes missing, and everything he writes is like becoming.
It's like Stranger Than Fiction, but like if
Cool.
Stephen King wrote it.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
sort of like Stephen King wrote that first,
Uh-huh.
and then what's his name? Kaufman.
Was it a Kaufman film? A Charlie
Yeah,
Kaufman film?
Charlie Kaufman. Yeah.
Really? Stranger Than Fiction?
Oh no, I'm thinking of adaptation. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. Yeah, Stranger Than Fiction is the one with Will Ferrell.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's like a
of.
comedy. That
Maybe he wrote it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're spitballing. Anyway,
There's also the game Alan Wake. That's what the premise of Alan Wake is about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
this film was banned in Finland when it came out.
Oh, why?
Turns
Is
out-
it because they have a real thing? And they're like, oh, yeah, the public can't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That or they
Yo,
were
okay,
like,
dude, I keep saying like random bits and you keep telling me that it's true. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
I can't help it that you keep guessing things right.
Okay. Sorry.
I thought it was because they were in Finland and they were like, that's not Little Region. We know what it sounds like. They're like right here.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah,
And
like,
the
that's
Norwegians were like, yeah, honestly, like we don't care. Like Finland's like, no, let me, I got this, babe.
It sounded like you said Lou.
I got this, babe.
It sounded like you said Lou Region, like Lou
What?
Reed. Like,
Oh.
I don't know why that was.
Well, like Velvet
Funny
Underground, Lou Reed.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah. So okay.
Why are we
the-
talking about
Why
him?
was it banned?
What?
What?
Why was it banned in Finland?
Oh yeah, they
Well,
just thought it
Velvet
was too
Underground
violent.
is just a band in general.
Wait, yes. Wait, what was your fun fact?
You know,
Doesn't matter.
before when you pointed out that
I'm
there's
just
no
saying.
way
Well, why was
that
it
plane
banned
is
in
front of his
Finland?
face.
Yeah,
I'm
why
gonna
was it
kill
banned?
myself.
You
Why
just
was
said
it banned in
And
Finland?
He's not going to edit it out.
Why was
No.
it banned in
Yeah.
Finland?
It was banned in Finland because it was too violent, too gory. It's
It's not real. It didn't actually happen.
But the but the Finnish not so bright.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they got taken over pretty quick in that one war.
Wait, which one?
Doesn't matter.
There
Okay.
was a war?
Only one.
No.
Wait, when was this?
This is a good who's on third bit we're doing here.
Yeah.
Was
Okay.
this in the 80s?
I'm gonna have an aneurysm on this fucking podcast. Okay. The
That
last
was
thing
a
I'll
pretty
say.
good fun fact.
Thanks. Great.
Yeah. I don't think it was really a fact. I think it was just planning to have an aneurysm later in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, some of the Finland.
Hey, just so you guys know, I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
just so we're clear.
Yeah.
The final showdown with the thing that actually took 50 technicians to pull off.
Really?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
on the
They had-
soundstage.
Oh my God.
Because there's so much that happens. That whole sequence took 50 technicians to make the practical effects work.
I can see that. Yeah.
Wow.
Jeez.
So now when they're like, you watch those movies and there's like 300 names on the CGI list. It's
Yeah.
like here's who all like had to participate in making this happen. It was like 50 people to pull off, this major sequence.
Yeah.
And it looks just as cool. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
Or if more, I mean, it's more cool. In
Yeah.
my opinion. Not that no disrespect to those guys. They do a lot of hard work and come a long way.
What's that? What's
CGI
that?
guy?
What's that one? Musical like was it Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like I remember the plant, like in the movie. I know it's like not really related, but like I just thought it was cool. But apparently the plant in the movie, the puppet,
Mhm.
right, had multiple people controlling it, and in order to make it look more realistic and lip sync to the actual song.
Talking about Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Little Shop of Horrors.
This guy?
Little
This
Shop
guy?
of Horrors. That's what I meant. Actually.
Oh
Little-
yeah, that
Isn't
guy
that
right
guy?
there. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I just saw a video. I thought it was cool.
Jack Nicholson is in the original black and white version of that, which is I think it's a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, this guy.
Really?
Yeah.
This guy, when he's singing,
Yeah.
in order to make the
VHS
lip
of it.
sync perfect, they did it like half speed.
Yeah.
so then they could do it, and they had to speed it up to.
Speed the film.
So then it's like 24 frames a second.
Yeah,
but it's not actually 24 frames a second. Yeah.
And it's a perfect example of like
Honestly, just edit that part out. It's got no like. There's no point of like. Why did I even talk about that? Like, it's not even like part of the freaking episode.
Little Shop of
It's
Horrors.
not even a horror thing.
We'll cut it.
No,
It's
is.
literally called
Good
Little
point.
Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, but it's not
Yeah.
really a horror.
It's
movie.
funny that you said
it's like a
something-
horror movie for
but-
babies.
You
Yeah,
said
let's
We do
something
like horror
related.
comedy.
Huh?
You said something related, but because it wasn't like a banger joke, you're like, this doesn't even.
Oh no, it
relate.
wasn't even a
Yeah.
joke. I thought it was interesting.
It wasn't. It related.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
like
it was
did the
interesting and
podcast
related.
correctly, and then you
Yeah.
were like, I don't
Yeah.
think I'm doing this right.
Dude, I'm not
let's
doing
cut
it right.
Let's
It
cut
was so normal. You were like, this can't be right.
This is too normal,
Yeah, Zach's not angry.
Cut
This
it.
doesn't seem like
Yeah.
it's correct.
dude. I feel like you're all compromised.
Yeah, that was
You're the
weird.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, cut that.
Yeah, Chad's the thing.
Yeah, can we
Chad's the
cut
thing
that?
now because he's on
Yeah.
my side.
No, but I'm just trying to think like the thing like revolutionized like a lot of the like practical effects and the
Yeah.
puppetry and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
100%.
And then like Little Shop of Horrors, like that's like what was that, the 90s or is it also the 80s?
Late 80s.
Late 80s, so almost 90s. Like I'm just thinking like, dude, like yeah, CGI is great, but imagine like how far that kind of like puppetry and stuff would have been. You know?
It's like CGI didn't take off, or wasn't as cheap as it was.
Or didn't complete wasn't as cheap as it was, so it completely replaced that
that aspect,
that
yeah.
element, that people use for film, like because I mean, and now we kind of do see like a bit of like a combination of the two being used, like in like Spike Jonze's Where the Wild Things Are, which I
Yeah.
personally really love. Like they're basically in giant mascot costumes, but the faces are CGI with like I think motion tracking of the actors' faces with
Yeah.
expressions, and it looks very good. Like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
small amount of CGI just on like localized to that one part of the actual like puppet, essentially.
Mhm.
Like it's insane.
Yeah, I think
Like-
the
Yeah.
combination of that can bring such a cool reality that
Yeah.
that is lost and something that you can see the smooth edges of a CGI person kind of
No,
thing.
Yeah.
exactly. And I wish they kind of like did that more in more movies, because like when you see that movie, like even to this day, it's aged so well, and like the faces of these of these wild things like look so fully like a part of the character,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it's because most of it's not CG,
Right, yeah.
and it looks really great. I'm just thinking like, man, what if they did that with like other things,
Yeah,
they
it seems
kind of
like-
do it with Star Wars, with Chewbacca
Yeah, a
and
little
stuff like
bit.
that, but
Mhm.
like
No,
so the newer Star Wars stuff is kind of like
Yeah.
harkening back to that, especially after the prequel
Yeah.
trilogy, and they're like went full CGI mode, but now they're trying to like kind of do a mix of the two, and I think that's
Yeah,
really
because
cool.
they're learning from the mistakes, and I feel
Yeah.
like Rogue One really hit that fucking
Mhm.
such a decent like middle ground of like
Yeah.
a lot of this is very practical.
I saw
Yeah.
the re-releases
Like
that,
Diego Luna looks Mexican.
the re
Yeah, yeah.
the re-releases
That's
of
practical,
He's
by
actually
the way.
Cuban.
That's practical.
the re-releases of the original 3 movies.
Yep.
When they put them in theaters in '97, they like George Lucas, in order to keep the copyright, had to, I forget the exact like storyline of this, but basically in order to keep the copyright he had to like redo them, and that's part of why he did it. So he put them back. It was sort of like the owning the masters thing that like Taylor Swift had to do to her music, right?
Yeah.
So he like did that with Star Wars, where he like put in these goofy CGI things into,
I hate it so
Uh,
much.
and there. Oh man, I saw him in theaters when I
The
was like
worst.
11
Yeah.
or 12, and I was like watching it, and I was like, this is goofy, like
It's,
why
it-
is
and it's bad because it
Oh, he was
sticks
in there?
out so much of the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
It's just like you can clearly see that like someone came back and
Yeah,
redid
I
stuff.
grew
Yeah.
up with watching like my uncle's like VHS versions of
Yeah.
those films, and then
Yeah.
rewatching it like in high school with some friends. I was like, "What the fuck is
Yeah,
this?"
like-
like I thought I was being gaslit.
yeah,
I was
Yeah.
so
like,
out of place.
Yeah,
there.
it looks like someone like like did the effects on like a PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Like it's
And you're also
insane.
like, why
Is
did
George
you just...
Lucas like trying to rewrite history?
yeah, it's like, hey, John Carpenter, can you do the freaking effects in Gary's mod? Like, and then
And also, like, why didn't they just do a couple more like passes of like a tint on it and everything, and just make it look like old film? It seems like they could have pulled that off.
Yeah.
But it was like he was trying to show off what they could do with CGI instead of trying to actually blend it
yeah,
into
Yeah.
the
look
film.
how crisp it looks. So crisp. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna finish up here. We'll do the last couple of things, and then
Oh dang, we're already done with the list.
we're almost there, dude.
Wait,
we're
yeah.
actually doing pretty good.
How many more
actually-
things do we have to do?
One more thing.
No,
Oh.
no. I
No,
doubt it.
there's like 3 more things.
Wait, let's do them.
How
Two-
many things did they make?
Go ahead and cut that part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you
Dude,
the timestamp.
Imagine
Cut
waiting.
the
Imagine
silence out.
waiting into. Imagine still making that same joke.
Yeah.
An hour and a half into the podcast.
I was literally fighting for my life.
So Fangoria magazine did a competition when this movie came out, and the competition was if you could draw the thing closest to what it actually would look like, that you win a prize, and the prize was you get to go to Universal Studios on them.
Dude, I
Mm.
heard the actual thing drew itself and it didn't win.
Yeah,
It was like that Dolly Parton lookalike contest. It was insane.
That's
What?
great.
you want to explain the
Oh,
Dolly
Dolly
thing?
Parton didn't win.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Not
Yeah.
much to explain.
Yeah, not much to
Yeah.
explain.
Well, I
to be
just didn't
honest.
know the thing
Yeah.
until you said it. And I was like, oh, now I remember.
You haven't seen
Yeah.
the thing?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
fucking kill you.
I like the.
Dude, I think he's the thing. I think he's the thing.
That's
if
a
you
good
say
point.
That, dude, what the heck? That was
No, I
kind
would
of
be
sus.
sneakier about it.
I like to think that the guy who won it just handed them a mirror, and they were like,
Oh my god!
"Oh my god!"
It could be any of us. It's just like it's like, wow, that's smart. You know?
Yeah.
And there's just one guy off his side going, "It's not a drawing." Like he's upset.
Dude, that
So
was just,
shout
I
out-
just laminated my picture and he looked at it in the light weird.
I mean, shout out to whoever won that, because what the fuck was that drawing? I would love to see it.
Yeah,
Like,
I would
Oh
love to
yeah, I
see
would
it.
love to see it too.
Yeah, if we
Yeah.
can find it, see if we can. Put
I'll
it
look
They
it
up.
actually had to lock it away because it just caused like people to lose their fucking minds.
Yeah, pull like a War of the Worlds thing.
Yeah, like it's
the
just
radio
like just
play.
an eldritch horror. This person just spawned onto paper.
So a couple of movies came out around the exact same time, especially on this
Oh,
one
really?
week.
Other movies came out in the same year that the thing came out? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I had no idea that's how the world worked.
Just a couple.
John Carpenter's. No wonder why the critics hated him. John Carpenter's like, hey, everyone, don't release a movie this year. This is my year to release the thing.
And then there was a
Like,
couple.
wow, what an asshole.
There was a couple of renegades that were like, "Fuck it."
Dude, you look like a renegade.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. New look I'm doing. I just turned my hat sideways for you.
John's been doing this the whole podcast.
Yeah.
I've not acknowledged it at all, but he's been turning his hat the entire podcast.
How come I didn't notice it until now?
I'm pretty stealthy.
Yeah, you got a real Malibu
I
Most
think you-
Wanted thing going on.
Yeah.
I think you might be the thing if you're that stealthy.
The fact that there's a all that logo on it makes it so much funnier.
Man,
What I was gonna say
Oh.
was
Yeah,
that because E.T. came out the same week as these other films, a lot
Sorry.
of movies did not do well in the theaters because Family Friendly tends to, pretty much rake in all the box office.
Yeah.
Anytime that you go up against Family Friendly,
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
box
I
stuff.
heard that the scene when E.T. phones home, they use the middle finger specifically to be like, yeah, fuck you, other people in the box office. Yeah.
Didn't you only have 3? You had like
Yeah, it is his middle finger, though.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
still have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like an
Family-
index.
Family friendly? Okay.
E.T. looks like the thing.
Family friendly movies are the
Yeah.
Taylor Swift of
E.T.
movies.
more like extra testy.
That's a good bit.
Huh?
Family friendly movies are the Taylor Swift of movies.
Yeah, they are. They're like, oh, I conveniently have something to release
Yeah.
during your release for some reason. Yeah.
Extra testicle. That's so- that's funny.
What?
I didn't say that.
What are you
the
talking-
heck?
What are you talking about? Where'd you get that?
I said- No, I said extra testy.
Well, I like testicle.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right.
Blade Runner and the thing.
Blade Runner's so good.
They both suffered.
Not the
in
one in the
box office.
theaters.
What?
Not the theatrical cut.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't even remember if I watched the theatrical cut.
Yeah, me either.
Like,
Well,
there's
it
so
didn't
many
get-
cuts of
I
that
only watched the
fucking movie,
director's
dude.
cut. I just took everyone's word for it that the theatrical cut was unwatchable.
Well, same with this film.
Yeah.
because
I heard from Robert Ebert or whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
Roger Ebert.
Roger Ebert, yeah.
I'm
Yeah, he was
99%
Blade
sure I
Runner's
saw that.
bullshit. Watch your team.
Yeah.
Dude, the theatrical cut sucks.
They had that similar issue with this though, because there was a TV edit, and as you know, for the television edits of films, they have to cut them differently because of
So every time they say
violence.
fuck, they go, the thing!
yeah.
Thing!
You mother the thing.
You
Yeah.
mother thing! You what the thing?
Well, so you can actually see this edit. It was done by an executive at Universal.
Oh, yeah, because they know what they're doing.
Yeah, you know how they
Yeah.
always make things super cool.
Yeah. The executive was like, I've been doing editing as a side hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like it's my job.
Yeah,
you know that I
he's like-
oversee.
You know, he's the one that came up with make him shoot in a freezer. Like that was the same guy. His name was Sid Scheidberg. Is his name. Cool guy, obviously, because he did this TV edit, and John Carpenter hates it. He loathes it with a passion because of how much he changed about it, to the point where
I heard he bought all the copies so no one else could get a hold of it.
yeah, he
Yeah.
bought all the TV networks so no one could watch it. But you can actually see this version of it. It's a special feature, I believe, on the 2016 Scream Factory Blu-ray edition. So you can actually see the TV edit version of this film.
They
Which
just put in-
again, John Carpenter not thrilled with.
Yeah.
They just put in a bunch more B-roll they cut away too. That's
Yeah.
just like product placement, you know?
And they did though.
Really?
That
Oh
guy,
my
that guy,
God.
he used stuff that was not that John Carpenter purposely had cut from the film. So it was an extra fuck you. It wasn't just cut the movie differently. It was cut the movie differently and add stuff that John Carpenter specifically was like, do not have this in the movie. So
They were like, we can't show all this blood on TV, so I'm going to cut to this can of Pepsi.
Yeah.
You guys like Pepsi, right?
Oh, that wasn't blood. That was Heinz ketchup. Yeah.
Another fun thing about this is the last fun fact, I promise. The song "Superstition" by Stevie Wonder you can see in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you can't hear it? You can only see it?
correct.
Oh.
Great, good talk.
Fucking get him, Chad.
That was in the theatrical release,
Uh-huh.
but when they went to actually release it to home video, they no longer had the rights to it because they could only the rights to it. You know the way that
They
home video.
expire like that? What
Yeah.
the heck? That's so weird.
Yeah,
What a weird window to fall into.
So there are VHS copies of this movie that don't have it because they got it back later and then re-added it to copies.
So it was what in the VHS version? They're just jamming to silence.
I don't know what the
Like-
song is, but there's some song that they put on. It'd be hilarious if it's like some like Bach. You know, that guy's roller skating
Yeah.
around, and he's like, "Turn that shit off! I just got shot." Remember that guy's like, "I'm
Yeah.
trying to take
Yeah.
a nap. I got shot."
In the vein of copywriting, I would love to, like, instead of having our intro music,
Mhm.
for this episode,
Whatever the song is.
yeah, this
Yeah.
episode be like Lauryn Hill going that thing, that
Yeah.
thing, that
That's pretty good.
thing.
Dude, you should
Let's-
just use
Who
that.
let that thing
Oh,
out?
yeah, I
who,
can.
Who let the thing out?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Well, I guess you could just say dogs.
Yeah, you can just say dog.
Yeah, the dogs were the thing.
Yeah.
Oh my!
For a little bit.
Yeah, dude,
At the
I
beginning,
love
yeah.
that scene where they bring the thing in, and but the dogs know, like, and
Yeah.
you can see it on their faces that they're like, "This is not a dog."
Dude, I love the scene when
I
they
love
bring
that
the
scene.
thing in, and then the thing's like, I'm never going to tell you anything. And then they're like, all right, let's do good cop, bad cop.
I don't know a thing. I don't know a fucking thing.
I don't know a fucking thing. Come on, man.
Oh no, thank.
And then he just looks at the camera. Right? Pretty good, right?
The
Are
thing,
you drunk?
the thing looks at the camera, breaks the fourth wall, goes, I wouldn't even hurt a fly.
A Psycho reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm referencing that Jeff Goldblum film where he turns into a fly.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Fly.
All right.
In that
let's-
movie, he did hurt a fly though.
What do you call it? Like they have a falling out?
He splices himself into a fly. I'm pretty sure the fly wasn't okay with that.
No, the
No,
fly
yeah.
was probably like, "Oh, dude, I'm in peak physical condition right now."
I'm Jeff Goldblum in 1985. I got
longer
fucking
than
abs,
I
dude.
can live longer than a month. That's insane.
All right, let's land this fucking plane, boys.
Yeah.
Nah, you hear that? You hear that plane?
Yeah.
Turn the
Ooh,
There
sound
was
gate
literally
off.
a plane that flew
That
over when he
plane?
said that. That was wild. That was wild.
What are the
Holy
odds?
Shit.
Yeah, it's almost
Oh.
like
There's an airport 10 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Okay, we haven't heard it this whole time. Don't give me that's BS. Don't damn.
No, it's still a
What
still a
just happened?
coincidence.
Yeah.
Well, it is because 11:45 they're supposed to stop flying out of Burbank at 10 p.m. They have a curfew for flights.
Where's Mark Wahlberg?
Oh shit,
That's a
dude.
great question. I
Yeah.
could have stopped it.
I
Yeah.
could have stopped
Okay.
it.
Shout out to
If I was on that flight,
Rob.
it'd be a whole different
Boutin.
flight. Sorry. I really want to do my Mark Wahlberg impression.
Great.
Guys, let
Um,
Zach say what he wants to say.
I like that just Sean defending you this round.
Wait, no, like we should before we land the plane.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it was a
to Mark
helicopter,
Wahlberg.
but okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we
In the
should
movie,
get
I mean.
everybody do their Mark Wahlberg impression starting with Ray. Go ahead.
Okay. If I was on that flight, I would have stopped
He's
those
not
Chinese
even
people.
in this movie.
That's pretty good.
He's
I
not
would
even
have
in
stopped
this
those Chinese
movie.
people.
Go ahead.
He's not even in this movie.
That's a bad impression.
That's a
Go
What
bad
the
ahead.
fuck?
impression.
Try it
That's a
out.
bad impression.
Why are we ending on Mark Wahlberg?
Stop.
Because he's Mark
Ah,
Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. You win that one.
Dude,
Hell
what
yeah.
the fuck?
Do you want to try for real, or do you want to keep complaining?
No, I'm gonna. This has nothing
wanna
to
keep
do with the
complaining,
It
or
movie.
has
wanna
nothing
try
to
for
do
real?
with the movie.
It has nothing to
I
do with
know.
the movie. I
Yeah,
feel like
so
you
what?
of all people would be like, "Yeah, you're right."
I don't know
we
why
can
he's
do
allowing us to do this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen to
I
me.
think
I
he
gotta
is
let
the
you guys
thing.
like get it
Yeah, I
out.
think
so
he's
you-
the
I
thing.
think he's an imposter.
Yeah.
I'm
right.
fucking Mark Wahlberg.
What the fuck?
Yeah, fuck.
Is that your dad
Yeah,
doing an
fuck.
impression of Mark
Yeah,
Wahlberg?
All right, Sean. Now plug the hamburger shop. Plug the Wahlburgers.
And come to Wahlburgers. We've got the best burgers.
Is which Wahlburg is that? Is that Mark?
That would be Sir Marky Mark. And the Funky Bunch.
Shout out to Cork, Ireland for that impression.
Nice.
Did I get that right? Is that where your family's from?
No, you just disrespected my whole family.
They'll get over
You were wrong.
it.
What time is it?
Time for us to end this.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
we're getting
Alright.
ready to end this.
All right.
We're gonna get
Well,
a point.
Box
We're gonna-
office budget.
yep, we're gonna dismount how we always do. But before we do, Rob Boutin does not get enough love from the people outside of the world of horror, I think. But his
Yeah.
special effects in this were fucking incredible.
They were
Um,
great.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the bigger names like Greg Nicotero
Mhm.
and what's his name? The guy from
Tom Savini.
Tom Savini.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all these guys that. But I mean, really, when you look at the effects, I mean, even down to like the simplest stuff.
Yeah.
Where
The
he's,
hand
like,
fusing.
Where he's
Oh, yeah.
fusing his hand to his face. I mean, it's incredible the kind of stuff that he came up with pretty much on his own. I mean, when
Yeah.
you think about the world of special effects,
It's crazy how he could just do that, like fuse his hand into people.
Yeah.
And that same
Pretty
guy
sick.
invented poutine.
Yeah, which is just gravy on fries, isn't it? Okay.
It's
Still an
white
invention.
people carne asada fries.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
It's really good.
It's white. It's carne asada fries north of the border.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. So we're going to end the way we always do. We're going to guess the Rotten Tomatoes scores and the budget and box office. First up, we always do Rotten Tomatoes. The guest of honor, of course, gets first guess this time.
Yeah.
What do you think the critics' score was and the audience score was for the thing?
Well, Rotten Tomatoes probably wasn't around at all.
Well, the way Rotten
So-
Tomatoes works is they aggregate all.
Yeah, but was it
critics.
online?
Doesn't matter because they collect all of the stuff from before
Okay.
and add it.
Well, that's definitely going to
Yeah.
skew it. Because
It does.
Because Robert Reamer. Yeah. Yeah, he. I mean, he's dead, so like he can't hurt us anymore. He can't hurt John Carpenter anymore. But I would say maybe like a 78 critics,
Mhm.
97 people like audience score.
Yeah. Pretty high.
Okay.
And then box office.
Or we'll get to that.
Oh,
next.
okay.
Okay, so we got Chad down 78 and 97. Ray, go ahead.
I'm gonna say critic score was a 95.
Okay.
Because this is 80s, right?
Yeah.
82. Okay, and then I'm gonna go audience score 87.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna do. I like saying 87. I'll go 70 on critic. 88 audience.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, boys,
I was
Man.
right.
this is a little tight. We're gonna. You guys might have to
Do
split this
math?
up. You might have to do some math. Critic score was 84%.
Wow.
What did I say?
Really?
You said 78.
It was 6
so
points.
I
Those are the
think
closest.
I said I went high. I went 95 because I
Yeah.
know like the older movies before Rotten Tomatoes are usually labeled higher on credit.
so. You won the critic score.
No, because
Yeah.
didn't he say 80?
No, he
Mine
said
was
70.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you got the closest to that one. Audience score was 92.
Ooh.
Nice.
And I think that is that a tie between?
Dang,
you
I was
two?
6 points off on
Yeah.
both of them.
Sean had 88.
Nice. I won by 1. I think.
Oh yeah, you won by 1. Yeah, because you
Yeah.
got 97.
Yeah.
I put 9. Yeah.
Nice,
Mm.
dude. All right, well, good job, boys. Let's see if one of you guys can clinch the whole of the budget and box office. Ray, you got 0 points right now, so time to step it up. Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, this is non.
0
consequential,
points.
but- Okay.
Okay. Chad, if you would, budget and box office. What do you think?
We got to account for inflation, right?
No.
Oh, really? Okay.
No. Just what it cost? How much it made?
They always do initial release, not like they do all time, but they
I'm saying
So-
I don't have to consider
right. Yeah, you don't have to
Inflation,
pay
no, no,
inflation.
no.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Wait, I do have to consider inflation, right?
No. How
It's
much
of the-
they
of the
paid
ti- of
for
the
it
time.
at that time?
How much they paid at the time.
that
So I do
time.
have to consider inflation.
No, no.
Because at that time,
Oh, you're saying for reversing?
yeah, to reverse it.
yeah,
Yeah, okay, okay.
Oh.
You have to consider it by not applying it.
I would say maybe like 40 million
Mm-hmm.
budget. Box office, I'm just gonna say 20. Because that of ET fucking up everything.
25 million budget.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna say box office 60 million.
Sean?
You're both wrong. It's 29 million budget and 34 million box office.
I feel like
30.
I'm so off.
Sean's really good at these, though. I don't know why Sean's really good at the
It's like-
budget box office.
He
It's
he
fucking
caught
wild.
on. He caught on real quick.
Yeah.
When he first started, he was like fucking $100 million,
Yeah.
$90. Well, boys, the budget for this film was $15 million.
Oh wow, I was so off.
Yeah.
Means Ray so far has the budget.
What did I say? I said 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Horror movies are very low. Very
And the-
low budgets.
And the box office for this film, much due to ET's fuckery, 20 million.
Oh,
they
nice.
actually came out on top, you know.
They
Dang.
still made money.
Wait, did Chad get that on the nose?
Yeah, I got on the nose again.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Chad!
Yeah, you got it on the nose how much it made. That's
All
crazy.
right, great.
Dang.
Well, you all got on the board this time. That's great. But Chad has the most points.
Yeah.
Chad is the winner. Great
Fuck yeah,
job, Chad.
dude.
what do I win?
Great job,
Boba?
buddy. Yep, you win Boba later because I literally leave Tuesday for the road. So one
Yeah.
of these two has got to take you to Boba now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's 11. We can't go get Boba now.
Yeah, I know they close at 11.
11:54 in the
Mhm.
PM. Hell yeah, dude. Good. That's great. This is the first episode in a while we haven't had to fucking scream at him.
Mm-hmm.
Great job, Turner. And your hand sticking up like that is real. Much like the end of the thing, you know?
Yeah.
Does this mean more?
Oh yeah, where like he does the thumbs up as he's dying.
Yeah.
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 Is that what you're talking about?
Is that Terminator? Anyway, it was a lot of fun. Oh, look, we're ending as the movie ended.
Oh wow.
What timing, dude?
So we literally recorded for an hour And
Hour
like
30.
30. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was fun, man. Well, thanks for coming by and recording with us. You wouldn't mind hanging out for just a few minutes while we like to do a little like wrap up at the end. That's like Patreon only, where we just kind of bullshit for a minute. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
wait, before you do, let's end the episode.
Oh yeah.
Guys, thanks for stopping by. Chad, do you want to plug anything for the fine folks out in the podcast world?
I'm just on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok under Chad N Maxwell. N. It's my middle initial.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's your middle name?
Nicholas.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And then also, Sean and I are working on a short film project. So stay tuned. It will have
Nice.
Todd Glass in it.
Ooh.
Nice. Good pull.
As the bad guy.
Hell yeah.
So it'll be fun.
Good. He's intense, so it'll be great for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm really looking forward to it.
Might
Yeah.
be the most intense and funny person.
Yeah. You guys want to read the script?
Yeah.
At some
Yeah,
point?
sure.
Right now?
Sure. I mean, later.
Yeah.
I mean,
not
like
on the podcast.
No, honestly,
Spoil the whole
not on the podcast,
Yeah.
but like tonight, I'd be down to just get
Oh,
your
yeah.
thoughts on it
Okay.
if you guys wanted to read through it.
When you guys actually finish everything up and you're ready to put it out and everything, we'll have you back on and we can do an episode and
Sweet.
do a little promo. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, thanks for stopping by. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like, follow, share, subscribe, all those things.
Yeah, baby.
Join the Patreon if you haven't already, because you get fun stuff like Sean eats cereal while Ray complains. Ray and I do mini episodes.
You
You'll get to see the before and after hang with Chad.
you also get
Yeah.
to see Sean's Raynods in full effect.
Yeah, we're gonna make Sean really cold so you can see it.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's gonna suffer for this.
You can actually
Patreon.
snap his
rude.
fingers off.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Patreon has the air conditioning running.
Yeah.
It's so hot. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. See you next time.
Bye.
Swallow this.